A very good morning to all of you. Welcome back once again in English video, and today in this video I'm going to take worksheet number 16 for class 5. Now as you can see, this is your worksheet number 15 and the topic is from unit 1, that is lesson number 2, wonderful waste. As we were doing earlier, we will continue that chapter and we will continue the exercises of that chapter. The exercises reference to context and make sentences. Now some instructions are given here. I will read out. This worksheet will not be submitted. It means that this is your activity worksheet, so you need not to submit this worksheet. So you will do this work properly in your notebooks, but you will not submit this worksheet. You will watch video for the explanation of this topic or the chapter in Ursa. Put day, date and worksheet number on the top of the page before doing this work. Now children, always whenever you are starting your new work, your new worksheet, you have to put date, day, and also you can put your worksheet number on the top of the page. Now let's start worksheet number 16, and you can, as you can see here in the notebook that I have done this work, you will do same as done here, right? So you will write the worksheet number on the top of the page, then you will put the date, then day on the right side, and then you will put lesson name, wonderful waste, and then exercises, reference to context. Now first I would like to explain you the meaning of context, reference to context. Now context means that a situation or a statement from your chapter which you are studying, right? So a passage or some statements or a situation will be taken from your particular chapter, and then some questions will be given on the basis of that passage or context. So you will have to answer those questions according to the passage or context given to you, and this context or passage will be from your chapter, right? So here you can see reference to context. Question is answer the following questions with reference to context. So now first is the first context or the situation or the passage I have given. You will note down this passage as given, right? So don't think that you have to write only question and answers. You have to write the whole passage first, then you will copy the question and then answers. Now I'm starting the first passage or the context. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? He asked the cook, pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. Now the first question based on this passage or the context is, from which chapter these lines have been taken? So in the exams also you can find text, you can find the context, and this question is the main question which you can get, which you can always get in reference to context question, that from which chapter these lines have been taken. So you should know, if you have read the chapter thoroughly, you will come to know that from which chapter those lines have been taken, and you will be able to answer this question. So first is, from which chapter these lines have been taken? Answer, these lines have been taken from the chapter Wonderful Waste. So all you have to do is just write the chapter name, but you have to give the proper statement. You cannot just write a wonderful waste, chapter wonderful waste. You will write the full answer, like I have written, these lines have been taken from the chapter wonderful waste. Student, try to give the complete answer. Don't give, unless it is not a one word answer or short answer, don't give the answers in short or in one word. Try to give the complete statement, right? So next is, what are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? Now this statement has been taken from this passage which is given to you here. So further the question is, who said these lines to whom? So the answer will be, the Maharaja said these lines to the cook. Next question based on the context or the situation given is, what do you mean by the basket of scraps in the given lines? Now this question is asking that what do you mean by the basket of scraps in the lines which you have, which is given to you? The answer is, scraps means, first we will give the meaning of scraps. Scrap means pieces or bits, right? It can be pieces or bits of anything, but according to the chapter we are talking about the vegetable scraps, right? Pieces and bits, it can be of paper, it can be of anything. But here in the chapter we are talking about vegetable scraps, the left out part of the vegetables. So we will give the answer that the scrap means. First we will give the proper meaning of scrap means pieces or bits. In the given lines, basket of scrap means the basket which was full of vegetable pieces or remains which are left out after cutting the vegetables for a main dish. Now at home also you have seen your mother cutting the vegetables for cooking. So while she cuts the vegetables for cooking, she always leaves some part of the vegetables which are, it can be their peel offs, it can be small cuttings or small bits of that vegetables that she throws out, that she don't uses in the dishes. So those are the vegetable scraps, or those left out of the vegetables are known as vegetable scraps. So here in the chapter also the cook has made some dishes for the dinner, and after that some scraps, vegetable scraps, are left over in a basket. So the king asks the cook to make something out of it, right? So let's move on to the next question. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. Suddenly an idea flashed across her mind. Now this is your second reference to context question. Again a passage is given from your chapter which you were studying, the wonderful waste. Now the question based on this passage as follows. First is, what do you mean by the cook was in a fix in the given lines? Now here you can see in the given lines there is the cook was in a fix and kept staring. Now the question is asking that what do you mean by the cook was in a fix? So you have to explain this line. The cook was in a fix means that the cook was in a difficult situation. In a fix means that someone is in a difficult situation and doesn't know how to escape from that situation. It means that he or she is in a fix, a difficult situation you can say, as he didn't know what to do of those vegetable scraps which were waste. Now when the king entered in the kitchen, he noticed that some vegetable scraps were kept on the basket, and when he asked about those vegetable scraps, that what the cook is going to do with those vegetable scraps, the cook replied that he is going to throw them. So the king told him that he will not throw those vegetable scraps and he will make something good out of it. So when it comes to waste, we always throw the waste, right? But it needs a creative mind to make something good out of that waste. So because the cook was not prepared for that situation, he was just in a fix, he was just in a difficult situation, and nothing was in his mind that what he's going to make out of that vegetable scraps. So that's why he was in a fix, or you can say he was in a difficult situation. Now next question is, give the meaning of staring. Now staring, you have to give the meaning of staring, the word which has been taken from your text which has been given to you. Staring means look fixedly at someone or something with one's eyes wide open. It means that when you look at something or when you look at someone continuously with your eyes wide open, it means staring. Now the other two words which can describe this word, or which can be the meaning of this word staring, is to glare or to gaze. Next is, what happened suddenly? Now from where you will get the answer of this question? You will get the answer for this question from the text given to you. Now when you will read the text again, you will find out the answer there only. Now the answer is, while the cook was staring at the vegetable scraps, suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. So suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. This sentence is taken from the text that has been given to you, but you can add some other lines or some other sentences to elaborate your answer or to explain this sentence in your own words. So I have added one more sentence to this answer, that suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. Further, I have written, it means suddenly an idea came to his mind. So here the question answer of the reference to context is finished. Now I hope you have understood what do we mean by reference to context and what you have to do in this question. And the next question is, make sentences with the words given. Now here 5 words I have given to you, and you will make sentences from your own. You will not write the sentences which is given in your textbooks. Children, you will try to make sentences of your own, in your own words. The first sentence is staring, second is tempting, third is suddenly, fourth is guessed, and fifth is imagine. So I know before you make sentences of the given words, you need to know their meaning first. So staring, I have told you the meaning. Tempting means attracting, right? So something it's attracts you is known as tempting. It's generally used for the things you eat or you have, right? Suddenly, you know, suddenly the meaning you know it, that what do you mean by suddenly? अचानक जिसे बोलते हैं. And guessed, you all know who are guessed. Imagine, to think, right? So you can make the sentences of your own with these words. Now I hope you have understood this topic now, and do your work on time, do your work neat and cleanly in your notebooks. Put date, day and worksheet on the top of worksheet number on the top of your page, and submit the worksheet if it is required, if it is instructed to submit this worksheet. Although it is not made to submit the worksheet, this one, but if it is instructed to submit the worksheet, you will submit that worksheet, that particular worksheet, on the day of submission only, right? So till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.